In basketball, one of a player's greatest strengths is his or her vertical jump. Their ability to get off of the ground obviously puts them in closer contact with the basket, and that's going to make or break the points a player can pull in. That is why today we are breaking down the top 10 biggest verticals in NBA history. Number 10, LeBron James. Probably going down as one of the greatest players of all time, King LeBron James doesn't actually have a spot near the top of our list. Still, he is up there. He happens to be one of the best leapers and overall athletes to have ever played the game. His abilities are something that we have never seen, a nearly perfect combination of size, strength, speed, and skill that has resulted in one of the all-time best careers. Now that being said, it's hard to accurately confirm his vertical jump. Reportedly, it comes in at 44 inches. Now while this number is possible, it certainly seemed like a lot for a guy his size and height. Getting up that high while being 6 feet 8 inches tall and 250 pounds is unbelievably impressive. Other analysts put his highest vertical jump at about 40 inches, which seems more likely. Still, we'll give it to the king. There is no doubt he's probably the best player in the game right now. Not only that, but he's clearly one of the greatest dunkers of all time. Number 9, Andrew Wiggins. Of course, Andrew Wiggins has to come right after LeBron James. Wiggins plays for the Golden State Warriors and is originally from Canada. He just can't seem to escape the king. Alright, all jokes aside, Andrew Wiggins is a phenomenal athlete with unbelievable jumping ability. He was selected number 1 overall in the 2014 NBA draft, with a lot of the pre-draft hype revolving around his athleticism. His frame is suited for the league and is a major reason why he was so heavily recruited in high school despite playing in Canada. Andrew Wiggins stands around 6 feet 8 inches with a reported 44-inch vertical jump. Now that is a ridiculous amount of hops and means that at his peak jump, Andrew's head reaches a full 4 inches above the rim. The 44-inch vertical took place during a private workout in 2014 with ESPN in attendance, so it's a definite confirmation. Number 8, D. Brown. D. Brown's biggest claim to fame was his victory at the Slam Dunk Contest in 1991 during his rookie year, in which he pulled off a no-look dunk by covering his face, including his eyes, with his right elbow while dunking with his left hand. It has ever since been recognized by social media as the first dab in public memory. Now, Brown played for 12 years in the NBA, including his first 8 years with the Boston Celtics, who selected him in the 1990 NBA draft with the 19th pick. D. Brown has a vertical leap of 44 inches, and at his height of 6 feet 1 inch, he could put his head up to just 3 inches below the rim. Number 7, Harold Miner. His style of play and athleticism prompted a number of journalists to proclaim him as Baby Jordan, which was not great for Miner as he entered the league with more pressure on him than he would have liked. Miner only played in the NBA for 4 years, including a final year with the Cavaliers in 95-96 when he was reduced to sporadic garbage time appearances during his 19 games. Miner did, however, win the 93 and the 95 Slam Dunk Contest, and will mostly be remembered for that. With a vertical leap of 44 inches and a height of 6 feet 3 inches, Miner's best jump would put his head barely an inch below the rim. Number 6, Shannon Brown. Shannon Brown won 2 NBA titles with the LA Lakers while playing alongside Kobe Bryant. He was a mainstay on the Lakers during his time period and served mainly as a direct reserve to Kobe. Brown was made popular by his leaping ability and has a large amount of highlights on the internet for a player that spent the majority of his career on the bench. He was drafted 25th overall in the 2006 draft, in large part because of his athletic ability. His vertical jump was recorded at 44.5 inches. While he may not be as well known a name as some of the other players on this list, he definitely deserves his spot and really made a mark on the Lakers during his time playing on the team. Brown retired back in 2018 after having quite a career in basketball. Number 5, Zion Williamson. Potentially the most impressive vertical leap on this list belongs to Zion Williamson. The hype surrounding him is something only comparable to LeBron in terms of the near mythical view of his abilities as an athlete. Of course, Zion has over-delivered on that hype. His athleticism at a height of 6 feet 6 inches and a body weight of somewhere around 280 pounds is unlike anything we have ever seen. He moves and explodes like the best athlete on the floor, something more commonly seen out of athletes that are nearly 100 pounds less in size. This athleticism is probably best displayed during his jumping ability. Zion famously broke the vertical jump record at Duke with a 45-inch performance. Now that is a crazy height for a player that weighs almost 300 pounds and is only possible with elite levels of strength and power. And if you factor in a performance decrease due to testing anxiety, which is common amongst athletes, then Zion may one day be known for having the highest vertical jump in NBA history. We'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. Still, Zion is early in his career, but he's shaping up to be another all-time great. Number 4, Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine's vertical leap has been recorded at 46 inches. At 6 feet 5 inches, LaVine has the ability to go a full 2 inches above the rim while dunking, and he has shown that while winning back-to-back dunk contests in 2015 and 2016. LaVine showed off an assortment of tricks while dunking from the free throw line amid tough competition from Aaron Gordon in 2016, in which there were 2 tie-breaking rounds. LaVine's superior athleticism shone through then, as he is the pillar for the Chicago Bulls franchise. He is having his career best season and continues to be the only light in an otherwise dull season for the team. Number 3, Spud Webb. Anthony Spud Webb is iconic in the NBA and is best known for his 1986 slam dunk contest victory. Spud Webb was one of the shortest players in NBA history, which makes his accomplishments even more impressive. But just because he's short doesn't mean he doesn't have height. Spud was famous for reaching a 46-inch vertical height, which is just absolutely insane. His jump height was put on display during his rookie year when he entered into the NBA dunk contest. Spud Webb had a spectacular vertical jump of 46 inches and stood only 5 feet 7 inches tall. His nearly 4-foot vertical allowed him to complete an assortment of successful dunks, even leading to his victory over NBA legend and teammate Dominique Wilkins. Now at the peak of his jump, Spud's head was only 5 inches below the rim, a crazy display of athleticism for an athlete his size. He is also one of the few players in league history who could dunk without being able to palm a basketball. He definitely was working with the gifts he did have and used them to his advantage. Spud retired back in 1998 after 12 impressive seasons in the NBA. Number 2, Daryl Griffith. Dr. Duncanstein himself, Daryl Griffith is probably the highest jumper in league history. Most fans probably have never heard of him, and he actually never even won a slam dunk contest, despite having a 4-foot vertical. That's right, Daryl Griffith had a 48-inch vertical jump, a height that is really hard to fathom. While he's somewhat of an enigma on this list, he is no doubt one of the highest jumpers out there. Griffith earned the nickname of Dr. Duncanstein while playing at Louisville. In the NBA, he played his entire career for the Utah Jazz, where his athleticism was put on display. He played 11 seasons in the league and later received the honor of having his number 35 jersey retired by the Jazz. Number 1, Michael Jordan. Obviously, Jordan was going to top this list like he tops many of our other basketball lists. He is the GOAT, plain and simple. Michael Jeffrey Jordan is the rightful owner of the highest vertical jump in NBA history. With a nickname like his Airness and the inspiration for the Jumpman logo, it should really not even be a question. Michael Jordan is the best jumper of all time. His explosiveness really has very little comparison in basketball terms. Michael Jordan tops this list with a vertical jump of 48 inches. His reported hang time was around 0.92 seconds. Now, I understand that technically he tied Daryl Griffith, but come on, the tape doesn't lie. Jordan had a snap and an effortless nature to how he moved that is so rare even amongst the elite. If that doesn't end the discussion, then he was 2 inches taller than Griffith, which means that his peak elevation would have been higher either way. His most iconic dunk is the now infamous free throw line jump during the 1988 NBA Slam Dunk competition. Now, to put that into perspective, the free throw line is a full 15 feet away from the rim, and he was able to easily maintain his vertical height while covering that distance. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content. This has been our breakdown of the 10 biggest verticals in NBA history.